Hey guys, it's Sexual Violence here. We got a fun one for you. We got UFC Contender Series Week 5. Another fun one for you. Corinne Laframboise versus Nicole Cagliari. Not much I could say here. Both girls are not UFC caliber in my opinion. Um, I would lean Laframboise. Actually, would I? Let me see. What do I have in my notes? Honestly, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Salieri. Um, I like the experience from Corinne Laframboise. She got, TKO by Manon Fiorot, but that's about it. Like, she beat Dee Bagley, who I don't rate. She got beat by Jane Masson Wong, Canadian legend. Um, beat by Jamie Lynn Horth. Is that who I think it is? Yeah, it's who I think it is. Okay, she's an awesome lady, but these are not great losses. And yeah, Nicole Salieri. I gotta go with her here. Um, very no confidence in here. This is a low, like not the highest level women's MMA fight. I want to say low level, but I wouldn't say that low. It's low level. I'd say it's just not the highest level. Um, I wouldn't say it's UFC caliber, but we'll see if the fight delivers or not. It's to be seen. On the other side, we have Salieri, who's lost to Kay Hansen. You know, take that with what you may. Yeah, she doesn't really have any notable wins. This is a real, as much of a pick'ems as it gets on the card. Absolutely no confidence in this fight. I'm going to take the Brazilian, but I would not be surprised if La Rambois got it done. So, don't bet this fight. Do yourself a favor. Moving on, we have Otar Tanzilov versus Josias Musasa. Interesting fight. Otar Tanzilov is a Georgian, so you can't not back Georgia. I am going to back Georgia here. He looked decent in film. Um, what do I have on him? Ooh. For those that say I don't take notes, I take notes. Yeah, he's a hybrid Georgian. I thought he was. He does everything. He mixes in the takedowns. He mixes in the striking. He's one of those hybrids. I think he's just gonna have more options here, so I'm gonna go with him. But honestly, he could get KO'd. And that's just about it. So I have this fight as a coin flip because this Musasa guy is a very, very explosive, dangerous guy on the feet. Trains at or competes at Kamaru Usman's AKO. Yeah, he's a very dangerous guy, and I think he could definitely, you know, if Otar keeps it on the feet, could get caught. So coin flip fight for me, if you ask me. I think the odds are pretty wide. So if I was gonna bet this fight, it'd probably be Musasa. There's more value on him, but I don't want to bet this fight. I just feel like it's a very volatile fight, better live spot. But we'll see. This could also end in the first round. So honestly, this is just a pass for me. But if I were to take a side, I guess I'd have to go Musasa just off the value. But I don't want to just bet off value. Moving on, we have Taiga Iwasaki versus Yosri Belagui. I'm trying to make sure I get what I wrote down right. Um, you know, not much to say about Mr. Iwasaki. I'm trying to find notes on him. I don't even think I gave him notes. The guy doesn't really like. He lost Rafael Lovato Jr. by submission. He's a grappler. Like he's a bum, but he's not a complete bum. If that makes sense. I don't know. I don't trust him at all. You should be a one-way street for yours. This should be a one-way traffic. I think yours is just gonna run through him. He's gonna be longer. He's gonna have the better tools at range. Marco Tulio is a dangerous man, and even sick, he fought him to a pretty decently competitive fight. I think I think he's just gonna beat him. I think he has a good team behind him with Alex Ferreira. And yeah, I think he's gonna have the size. Now we'll see if if it was him being sick that he couldn't put down any power in his punches, or if it's just generally just how he fights. But I think he'll win this fight and get a KO here. I'm gonna go with Bellaguy, round one, round two. But I would not be surprised if this fight gets sticky in some grappling situations. But I don't think it will be. I think Yuji's trained with the right people, doing the right things. I trust him. I think he's gonna win this fight. Um, Is the odds wide? Maybe a little, but I think they're pretty representative of this fight. So take with that what you will, and you know don't go too crazy on this. Yeah, moving on. We have Quamel Otani versus Cody Steele. Cody Steele's an absolute beast. Jiu-jitsu, very good jiu-jitsu. I wouldn't say he's the world champion in jiu-jitsu. Obviously, he's a pretty mid-tier grappler as far as like he hasn't really accomplished that much in jiu-jitsu, but he's a good grappler for sure. The guy is a phenomenal athlete, hits like a truck. He's a bit reckless for my liking, so that's why I'm not gonna say he's like for sure a lock. I think he wins this fight, but I'm more confident in yours just because he has a process and he's not like just throwing with reckless abandon. Otani, you can say composed. He's dealt with guys like Alex Pereira swinging at him, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna have the experience. He's gonna have not only the experience, but he's gonna have the ability to throw back. I think this will be the hardest opponent Cody Steele has faced. Um, I think Cody still has a grappling path, but we'll use it because I know he's in Dana White Contender Series, so there's a chance that he just wants to fight with the ego and fight on the feet, give this guy a chance. And honestly, this guy's defense is lacking, and if he gets cracked, we don't know truly how he's gonna react because he fought guys like Nicholas Whitehead, Sam Kilmer, Nico Echeverry. Like, sorry guys, there's a kink in my neck, but I don't think any of these guys pose real big knockout threat power like Otani. Otani's actually has a chance to hurt him. I just don't think he will. I think Cody Steele is going to be too sharp. He's going to hit too hard. Could he get caught in the process? Maybe, but I'm going to go with Cody Steele here. I think he's probably one of the safer picks in the card. Odds are kind of representative of what I feel they are. 2-1's not bad at all. So I'm going to go with Cody Steele here. Moving on, we have Navajo Sterling versus Philip Latu. Very interesting fight. Great main event. Two guys who just love to scrap. One's a technician, one's a scrapper. Latu reminds me of like I it's hard to explain. Like the long lost Taffa brother. Like he's very dangerous, but he puts out a high pace, and that's the only difference between the. I don't know. I just think this guy has a really dangerous punch. He's a one punch power, but he hasn't faced anybody like Maurice Morris, Dylan Potter. Like look at these guys he's beaten. He lost to Alvin Hines, like not great losses, but I don't. The problem with this is it's going to be a striking match, and if you're telling me Latu is plus 200 against Navajo Sterling, who also, other than his kickboxing, has not really proved himself, and like even then, his kickboxing, it's like he hasn't really done much. He beat Sam K. Who hasn't beat Sam K? He hasn't beat really anybody. He's beat bums as well. So honestly, for me, this is a lean Sterling just because he's more technical. But I think the odds are wide, and would not, and I expect people to keep playing Sterling because he's Izzy's boy. And if they keep doing that, I might have to sprinkle some on that too, just because this is like I don't want it to be like last week where I missed an opportunity, where I thought Clark was gonna win, but I didn't. I just didn't take the obvious dog side, but because the only reason I didn't was because I thought Clark was going to win. The only reason I might not take the dog side here is because I only have this fight as a pick'em personally. With or Sterling as a slight favorite. I don't see what he's done to earn other than name value. I don't know what he's done, but we'll see what happens. I think he could also, in hindsight, make this look negative 400. It all depends who lands first. I'm gonna bank on the sniper and Sterling, but we'll see. Definitely a really good fight for a main event. Latu's a brawler. He's gonna bring it. Sterling's gonna be there to counter him. Look for his openings. I think this can be a great fight. If I can give you guys my top three most confident picks, number one would have to be Balagui. Number two would be Cody Steele, and this is a tough number three. I'll have to go Sterling, I guess. Yeah, because I have him as a slight favorite. Alrighty, guys, like, subscribe. You know the drill. I'll catch you next time. Peace.